Your life isn't shaped by your past. It's shaped by where you place your attention, right now. Attention is energy in motion. It amplifies, creates, and programs the field around you. The quantum field doesn't respond to thoughts. It responds to energized focus. Whatever you feed with attention expands. Ignore it, and it collapses. This is not metaphor. This is frequency in action. Most people outsource their attention, scrolling, reacting, surviving. But when you reclaim it, you stop being a receiver and become a transmitter. Attention is your spiritual interface with the universe. This video reveals how your focus rewires your subconscious, tunes your emotional frequency, and commands your external reality. You'll understand why changing your thoughts isn't enough. Your energy must follow. You'll see how indecision scatters your field, while clear focus aligns it. You'll stop waiting to receive and start vibrating what you want to live. This is how you create reality, from the inside out. The power isn't outside you. It's in your gaze. Your focus is your vote. Your feeling is your signature. This is where frequency meets form, and thought becomes manifestation. If you're ready to bend reality instead of being bent by it, subscribe now and let's begin. Every thought is like a traveler knocking on your door, but nothing enters unless you open to it. Energy flows where attention goes, and attention is your currency in the quantum field. So the question is, what are you funding? Thoughts don't create reality by themselves. They're neutral frequencies, floating in potential. What gives them power is your focus. Like a spotlight on stage, your energy makes them real. The moment you give a thought your emotion, it becomes magnetic. That's when vibration shifts and the field starts rearranging. It's not the thought, it's the fuel behind it. Letting your mind wander on autopilot is like throwing sparks in every direction. But focused attention is a laser. It cuts through noise and sends a clear message to the quantum field. This is what I'm aligned with. Your mind wants to chase everything, but not everything deserves your vibration. When you say no with awareness, you're not just ignoring, you're consciously withdrawing your life force. And that's a form of energetic transmutation. Here's the thing: ignoring isn't passive. It's active creation through exclusion. The universe hears your silence as clearly as your desire. It shapes your world around what you refuse to empower. Emotions amplify your attention. A scared focus sends one signal. A grateful focus sends another. You're not just observing, you're broadcasting. And the field always reflects your transmission. Pause and feel this. You are not denied. You are misaligned. When your energy is scattered, reality mirrors confusion. When your energy is precise, life obeys. Remember, deserving something doesn't magnetize it. Embodying it does. And embodiment starts with choice. Every focus is a yes to a future timeline. If this just shifted something in you, hit the like. It means you're listening with your frequency. Truth is, most people don't realize how powerful their no is. That silent disengagement can collapse a reality before it even forms. The universe isn't rewarding you, it's reflecting you. And when you stop energizing what drains you, the signal becomes pure. But here's where most people get it wrong. They think the noise is louder than the signal. Yet all it takes is one clear intention, one full-bodied yes from your soul, to bend the entire quantum field in your favor. Something deeper is coming. What if time itself isn't even real the way we think it is? The universe doesn't understand later. It only speaks now. Every wish you postpone vibrates as absence. But every truth you embody now becomes a signal of presence. And presence is creation. When you say, I will be, you are unknowingly affirming that you are not yet. The field doesn't process future hope. It reflects current alignment. And if you vibrate lack, life reflects it back with precision. Pause and feel this. The shift happens the moment you stop asking and start becoming. Not becoming by force, but by feeling the future as already lived. Imagine planting a seed but never acting as if the tree exists. That's how most people manifest. They hope without embodiment. But vibration isn't about hoping. It's about matching. Here's where the magic lives. Your frequency changes the moment your identity shifts. Say, I am, even when your eyes can't see it yet. Because the quantum field responds to your essence, not your excuses. Feel it as real until the world has no choice but to agree. That's the law. That's how timelines bend. Not by demanding, but by resonating with the version of you who already has. The present is your portal. Past is memory. Future is projection. But only now is programmable. Only now carries the full weight of creation. You don't get what you wait for. You get what you're willing to become. Reality is brutally honest. It shows you exactly who you are being. You are either vibrating the identity of someone becoming or someone waiting. One sends power. The other sends hesitation. Which signal are you broadcasting? If this made your mind pause, leave a comment below. Tell me, what version of you are you willing to embody now? Because here's the truth most avoid. The longer you wait to feel it, the longer the field waits to deliver it. But the moment you feel it now, the mirror begins to shift. That's not philosophy, that's vibrational. Architecture. Ready to go even deeper into what you really are? Keep watching. Most people are waiting to receive because they believe they've earned it. But the universe isn't keeping score. It's scanning for vibration. And your signal says more than your story. Deserving is a human concept. But in the quantum field, nothing arrives because it's fair. It arrives because it matches. If you're vibrating frustration, life reflects it. If you're embodying peace, the mirror responds. The universe doesn't speak justice, it speaks frequency. That's the brutal truth that sets you free. And also, the one that breaks every illusion of victimhood. We've been taught to wait, to earn, to prove. But energy isn't transactional, it's immediate. The shift begins the second you start. Being what you seek, before the world catches up. Stop trying to prove you're ready. Be ready. Feel the version of you who's already living it. That's when timelines collapse. That's when reality folds. You don't magnetize what you want. You magnetize what you embody. So the real question isn't, what do I deserve? It's what am I willing to become right now? Waiting is disguised resistance. Being is magnetic precision. Your future isn't waiting to reward you. It's waiting to recognize you. And if you're feeling that pull, if you've been stuck between deserving and becoming, then this is the moment to stop negotiating with your worth. Start radiating it because truthfully, the most powerful transformation begins not with effort, but with identity, not with striving, but with surrender to alignment. Now pause. Let this land. Nothing will come until you become. Let that echo. What if your next reality is only one bold decision away? There's a subtle but massive difference between wishing and deciding. Wishing vibrates uncertainty. Deciding vibrates certainty. And in the quantum field, clarity commands matter. Most people confuse preference with power, but the field only responds when your choice becomes a declaration. Not maybe, not someday, but now. Decision is not mental, it's vibrational. It's when your entire being aligns around a single frequency and sends a clean signal through the field. Indecision scrambles the message. It keeps your reality glitching between timelines. But the moment you decide who you are, the mirror stops flickering and reflects back the image with precision. A true decision ends the conversation. It silences the doubt. Because it's not about logic. It's about energetic congruence. And when your energy becomes undivided, the universe listens. Reality doesn't wait for clarity. It bends to it. That's why hesitation is so expensive. Every second of doubt feeds a version of you that doesn't exist yet, and delays the one that could. A scattered signal repels the field. A sharp one slices through dimensions. So ask yourself right now, what would happen if you fully decided, feel this? The future shifts when you stop negotiating and start becoming. And yes, the world might not react instantly, but the quantum fabric does, immediately. Pause and breathe. What are you still undecided about? Where is your energy split? Because the version of you who already has it isn't confused. They're clear, they're aligned, they're already radiating. This is the moment most people stay stuck, right before the leap. But what if the field is waiting on your yes? What if all it takes is one clean signal, ready to see how deep this rabbit hole goes? Watch this, and your life will shift forever. Most people think life is linear, but it's not. It's a multi-dimensional interface reacting to your awareness. The more you perceive, the more power you hold. Life isn't happening to you. It's responding to how you see it. Everything looks solid until you zoom out. And when you do, you realize you've been playing a game without knowing the rules. But the moment you awaken to the layers, you stop being a pawn and become a player. The invisible shapes the visible. What you're not aware of still moves the pieces. So the question is, how many moves are you missing because you're only watching the board? Consciousness is not abstract. It's the most precise tool of transformation. The more variables you see, the less you're fooled. And when you stop reacting, you start creating. Awareness is quantum strategy. It's what allows you to decode the illusion, spot the traps, and see the patterns behind your patterns. The universe is a labyrinth. Most wander it blindfolded. But when you observe with expanded perception, the walls begin to shift. What seemed fixed becomes flexible. Feel this. Confusion is the price of a small perspective. Mastery is born from depth. And that depth is available now. The moment you stop thinking you already know, every trigger, every glitch, every delay, it's data. The field is teaching you through experience. But only if you're willing to stop judging and start listening. If this truth cracked something open in you, share this video with someone who's also ready to stop playing small. We rise by remembering each other's sight. Because here's the twist. The more you expand, the simpler things become. Clarity isn't complexity. It's consciousness, cutting through noise. But what guides you in the fog? Let's explore that next. Words are noise. Vibration is truth. Your mind may lie, but your body remembers. Your emotions whisper what the soul already knows, if you dare to listen. Most people are taught to override their intuition with logic. But logic is a language. The quantum field doesn't speak. The field reads coherence, and coherence begins with feeling. Your emotion is not weakness, it's navigation. It's the compass built into your energetic architecture. Pain, misalignment, peace. You're on the path. That simple, that precise. When you feel something is off, it is. But the ego tries to negotiate, to justify, to explain. That's how we stay trapped in loops, trading resonance for approval. Intuition is ancient technology. It's the inner GPS that existed before words, before programming. You didn't lose it. You just stopped trusting it. And when you start trusting again, everything shifts. Not because you've figured it out, but because you've tuned back in. That tuning is how alignment begins. That signal is what the field responds to. Feel this. If you're forcing it, it's not the way. If it's aligned, it flows. There's no rush in truth, but there's clarity. Instant, undeniable, magnetic. Stop outsourcing your decisions. Stop seeking permission for what your soul already confirmed. Because the only true voice is the one that doesn't shout. It resonates. If this stirred something in you, tell me in the comments. Where in your life have you ignored your inner signal? And what changed the moment you honored it? You're not lost. You're ignoring the map you were born with. But now you remember. Let's go deeper into the root of your identity itself. The subconscious doesn't speak logic. It speaks rhythm. What you repeat with feeling becomes who you are. Not because it's true, but because it's coded. Most people think they need to believe first. But belief isn't the seed. It's the fruit. The seed is repetition. Repetition charged with emotion. That's how you rewire identity. The subconscious doesn't judge. It records. It absorbs what you feel often, even if it's a lie. That's why old pain still echoes. The mind moved on. The body didn't. The field mirrors your subconscious, not your affirmations. So if deep down you still feel small, no mantra will override that unless you feel differently first. Emotion is the raw material of expansion. It's what turns repetition into reality. That's why pain loops last, and why love can rebuild everything. So here's the key. Stop repeating the past in silence. Start choosing the future out loud. Speak what you're becoming, not what you're surviving. Feel this. Every word you say with feeling is an instruction to the universe. The more you reinforce the frequency, the more solid it becomes. You don't have to believe it at first. You just have to broadcast it until your energy starts agreeing. That's how embodiment begins. If this unlocked something for you, don't. Keep it to yourself. Send it to someone whose identity is ready to shift. We're not here to stay the same. Change doesn't start with belief. It starts with practice. And now you know how to begin. But who is the one doing all? This creation? Let's return to the truth. You are not separate from the cosmos. You're not a fragment. You're the whole, observing itself from a single point of view. Every thought, every feeling, every decision echoes through the entire field. The universe isn't something outside of you. It's your mirror, your amplifier, your dance partner in the unseen. And it responds not to your words, but to your essence. You are not in the universe. The universe is in you. And every time you shift internally, the world has no choice but to adjust externally. The more you purify your inner world, your emotions, your patterns, your focus, the clearer your outer reality becomes. You're not fixing life. You're aligning it. Inner alchemy rewires the external dimension. When your energy shifts, timelines collapse. Paths open, people change, and what once felt impossible becomes inevitable. So if you're waiting for signs, if you've been asking for confirmation, this is it. You're not here by accident. You're here because your soul remembers. Feel this. You've never needed permission, only remembrance. The moment you reclaim that, knowing, your frequency becomes undeniable. You are the artist. Reality is the canvas. Stop painting with fear. Start creating with truth. Because nothing outside can give you what you already are inside. If this transmission resonated with you, tap the like button so this energy echoes further. It's not for algorithm, it's for alignment. And if your heart whispered yes during any part of this journey, share this message with one person who needs to wake up to themselves. You are the signal. You are the mirror. You are the source. And now, the real creation begins. Everything you live is echoing the vibration you carry. And now, you know how to shift it. You've seen that attention isn't passive. It's the ignition of your spiritual technology. You're not a victim of randomness. You're a conscious participant in the quantum field. And every moment is a new chance to recalibrate your energy and speak clearly to the universe. Your reality bends when you choose where your energy flows. So choose like the artist you are. Choose like someone who knows. This life is being sculpted from within. Subscribe and leave a like to keep unlocking this level of awareness. Drop this in the comments. My attention sculpts my reality. Share this with someone who keeps waiting for change but forgot they are the change. Now that you've awakened to how attention programs reality, watch the next video where we show how to transmute your energetic patterns using vibrational alchemy.